Okay, since this was your pick, you introduce it.
Okay, so yesterday I think it was, Activision made the announcement of Call of Duty World War II, WW2.
World War II.
WWII. Now, it wasn't really that much of a surprise because there was leaks out about it, and Call of Duty, let's face it, likes to copy Battlefield.
Now, yeah, there is no official trailer right now, so what you guys will see in the background is just going to be clips, just filler clips. So, whatever this is, it could be fucking puppies running or something. But yeah, now my beef is if you have a main competitor, like take fucking the car industry or even like Activision and EA, when your opponent makes a game and then you copy them, I see that as almost like weakness.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You're not doing anything innovative. You've seen somebody else try something and you're like, oh, I want to do it now too. So Battlefield went back to the roots, which I'm glad of. Like, I love the old Call of Duties. Like, one of my favorite moments from any Call of Duty is that one where you're coming in on the boat, and I think actually the beaches of Normandy or whatever. And
Storming the beach in Normandy, that's the most memorable Call of Duty.
Exactly, that's what I mean. It was awesome because you got to replay it, right?
Yeah.
And then do you remember the movie Enemy at the Gates? When it shows Jude Law and he's like falling behind the guys in line, and you know how they give like one guy a rifle, one guy a clip, and then you run together, and if you get shot, you take the other guys.
Yeah.
That was another memorable moment. I remember playing Call of Duty, and I got given this clip, and I'm following this guy around, and all of a sudden, yeah, he eats shit, and I pick up the rifle, and I beat the game, I'm waiting on the best. I love those. Those were awesome moments.
Yeah.
And then they got so fucking stupid out in the left field that now you're a robot running on walls, shooting around corners.
That's exactly what I was going to talk about.
It's fucking irritating.
Call of Duty, I loved Call of Duty when it was Modern Warfare, Black Ops, Modern Warfare 2. Mm-hmm. Black Ops 2 was still good, then Modern Warfare 3, and Black Ops 3 is when it started getting into the weird shit of like jumping up on walls and jetpacks and all that shit. That is when Call of Duty lost me.
You're splitting kind of like two different things. Because what I'm quoting now is my single player experience.
Yeah,
the old Call of Duties were not multiplayer. Or if they were, it would be like fucking terrible. Or maybe it wasn't bad. But they weren't meant for multi. It was the single player story. Everybody remembers the single player story. Now, they've just become these multiplayer frag fests. Whereas the single player is almost non-existent or it's a fucking insult. Like, okay, the one with Kevin Spacey, I guess, wasn't horrible, but it wasn't enjoyable.
That's actually what I was gonna say. The reasons I liked the Modern Warfare so much was their story. Modern Warfare 1 and 2 had the most memorable stories for me because it attaches you to characters, like when Soap, spoiler alert, when Soap dies.
Yeah. Like,
all that stuff.
I actually thought Soap was badass.
Right? Like,
and so was that British prick that you follow around for like a while, like he was your captain.
Yeah.
What was his name? Price. I think it was Price.
And the betrayal that happens in it, and like all that shit, man, was like those Call of Duties were more of a movie when you played those.
They felt very cinematic. Like at the end of Modern Warfare 1 or Call of Duty 4, when you're fighting the M-Boss there, and Price like slides you that fucking gun, and then you like boom, and it's like, that's sick. But then in Modern Warfare 2,
it's almost the exact same.
Slides you the fucking knife. And
you pull the knife out of your chest, and then you...
Yeah. Boring as hell. And that's where my curve starts going down.
Yeah.
I loved Modern Warfare 1, and I'm glad they remade it. I haven't played it, but I don't feel like I'm gonna, because man, when Modern Warfare 1 came out, I think I played through that game probably a dozen times. Like, I went on the easiest, then I went on the medium, and then I went on the hardest.
My favorite mission, and I know it's like the consensus with the entire community, the sniper level.
Oh, when you have to like line up Buddy's arm?
Yeah, you have to take the shot, but the bullet curves and it takes off his arm.
Like you're watching the flags on the cars and the buddies like take the shot. But the only stupid thing about that is I was like, okay, I'm gonna try my damnedest, I'm gonna pop the guy in the mouth. And I was like, and you can see like your shot go out, no matter where you hit, boom, there goes his arm.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that's lame. But then it is cool though, now he's like, let's get the hell out of there, and you're running, and then you end up standing your ground for a while.
Yeah.
Which on the hardest difficulty, that was the hardest level.
Oh yeah.
At the end when you wait for that extraction.
One of the hardest ones is actually the end of that game. You beat the game, and there's the little Easter egg at the end where you have to...
Are you on a plane?
Do the plane. You clear the plane, grab the hostage, and evac. Hardest mission I have ever played on Veteran. because it gives you 1 minute.
I was going to say, aren't you timed?
You have 1 minute to get from the bottom level of the plane to the other end, up to the other end, grab the hostage, and get off. Hardest achievement I've ever got. Took me about 9 hours, but I got it.
I remember grinding spots because I enjoyed the game. I thoroughly enjoyed the game.
That's how you tell you enjoy a game, is when you spend 9 hours on one mission just to get it.
So for me, I'm the single player guy. Single player above my head.
Yeah.
He's the multiplayer guy. Show the multiplayer fucking written in poop. So I enjoy the single player experience, and we're both just like hashing about how, you know, single player, which is funny because these games, I don't know, not to me. I remember, what was it, like Modern Warfare 2 and about 3, the multiplayers, guys at my work, they're prestiging, they're love lady, like they dump so much time into that multi, and now I don't hear anybody talking about shit. Nobody talks about prestiging. Nobody cares
It's
anymore.
Because look at what Call of Duty became.
It's a fucking joke. It's
jetpacks and wall running.
Okay, now when the very first Call of Duty came out, like 1, I remember you like parachute in on like one of the first missions and you see like 60 other parachutes. Because every other shooter game I ever played was like Doom. You're one lone hero, run down these corridors, shoot. So when I saw this like kind of open environment, 60 guys running in, helping you, I was like, whoa. Like it was grandeur, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, holy man, this is awesome. Now if you were to pause me in that time frame and like go into the future and show me what, like, you know, Infinity Warfare was going to look like, I would not even been able to tell you that was going to be the same game. You know what I mean? Like, well, this game looks like fucking Mech Warrior or some shit.
Yeah, it's not Call of Duty.
It's not Call of Duty. Okay, but now your adversary, EA, is like, you know what, guys? Let's get back to the roots and do Battlefield 1 how it should be. It's like, cool, because I love Battlefield 1942, Battlefield Vietnam, love those games. So I'm glad they went back because...
Well, and the nice thing is like, mad props to EA for never going futuristic. Like, they don't with Battlefield.
What was the
They did like 20 whatever.
No, they
but
kinda
it's
went-
like old. That's one of their older ones where they kind of touched on the future. But like Battlefield 4, modern.
Yeah, I was going to say it's just modern time.
Like Battlefield Bad Company, modern. Bad Company 2, modern. Battlefield 3, modern. Battlefield 4, modern. And then they went back. They never tried to be like, yeah, in the future we're gonna have soldiers that have these mech suits that can make them run hundreds of kilometers an hour and jump 400 feet in the air and run on a wall.
You know what it almost seems like is what Activision tried to do is they were like, they looked up to like, I don't know, they looked up to the Crysis series and they're like, and that's what they were almost trying to like go into.
Yeah.
Whereas like Crysis is its own game. Far Cry, Crysis, they're like the same kind of ballpark. Well, it's the same shit now, but it's like, I don't know, EA to Activision, you guys is just, I don't know, EA did good, Activision, you just kind of went off the fucking deep end. Whereas,
They took a risk. The one thing I have to give Activision though, that I can't give EA, as of late right now, because like Bad Company I love the story of.
Oh, I love Bad
Company
Company
2.
1. I can't speak too highly of Bad Company 2,
But their stories were awesome. Where EA loses me for Battlefield is their stories. Where Activision grabs me is their stories. Where Activision loses me is their multiplayer. Where EA grabs me is their multiplayer. I find the multiplayer in Battlefields way better than Call of Duty. I find the story in Call of Duty way better than a Battlefield story.
Well, Battlefield, I thought they don't even have stories. Like,
Like,
I know...
that's just it though. They have a story, but they're so unmemorable, people don't really talk about them. Whereas like Call of Duty's, again, Modern Warfare, like people still talk about that. People are pushing for a Modern Warfare 2 remaster now just because they want that story again.
One last note, because I feel like we're getting...
Long here?
We beat the dead horse, is I wish Call of Duties would go back to one studio. I hate
the flip-flop.
I hate the fact
Treyarch
that-
and Activision.
Well, there was only 2, but now there's 3. There's Sledgehammer,
Oh,
Treyarch,
yeah.
and then Activision. I liked when it was just an Activision Treyarch kind of thing, because they worked together, and they made a great game, which I think was like Modern Warfare 4, and then they just started branching out.
That's when I think they split after the second Modern Warfare, because then that's when Black Ops came out, and that was the split.
And Black Ops I was never a fan of. Like, I remember I got about 20 minutes into Black Ops 2, I couldn't fucking take it. I get that you got... And now this is a stupid practice I hate. celebrities, they already dominate TV, movies, blah, blah, blah. Don't introduce them into fucking video games. As a cameo, I guess it's kind of cool. But when they're like the main character, get the fuck out of here. All you're doing is taking away, like, you know, bread and butter from a whole other industry. Like, okay, they already got endorsements, they got movies, they got TV, they got, you know, commercials, and now they're going to take over video games? Like, fuck, you might as well have them making their own CDs, because why not take over the music industry too?
Dumbest one I've seen. Newest Call of Duty. Conor McGregor. What?
Why is he in a fucking game?
Why, like, and the dumbest part is, he's a UFC fighter. Why is he playing a soldier?
Because you want to hear his voice.
Like,
I would rather take a common Joe, like myself, even though I don't want to be in the whole voiceover business, because I heard it's very, like, competitive, and it's, like, very... You either have to be, like, the top, like, so, like, a fucking Trey, whatever his name is, the guy that voices, like, Batman and shit, or you're nobody. You get paid nothing, you're, like, constantly trying to find money, it's a hassle, you gotta get another job. But no, just get rid of these fucking celebrities. Go back to the roots, go back to what works, and you know, like, how Hollywood right now, like, you take Hacksaw Ridge, that's a story from one dude's point of view. You take We Were Soldiers, that was just a battle on a certain hill.
Yeah.
You take all these movies, and it's like one thing they focus on. You can do that with fucking video games and still make a great game.
yeah.
Like, fucking take, play like, what, fucking back runs.
Oh, Play Run Known's Bat Leg Runs.
Yeah, take that game. It has one point to it. You literally are dropped into a battle zone, but guys are getting hundreds of hours out of it.
Oh yeah, I'm closing in.
It's one fucking point to the game.
I'm closing in on 100 hours. Like,
I'm closing into 0, and I'm still at 0.
because you don't have it.
Because I don't have it, so... Anyway, I have played it through other sources. It is a good game, but it has one fucking point. Your stupid Call of Duties have one point, I guess. Kevin Spacey's the bad guy, who cares? But now you go through multiple levels, and it's just grindy and tedious, and it's just fucking who cares? But I mean, if you stayed at your roots, I feel like if you had one fucking point, it'd still be a great game.
Yep.
Hold the fucking hill, but do it through many different methods. Like, here comes a wave of dudes holding the hill, and you gotta fortify it. You gotta venture out, maybe find some other shit, go help reinforcements that came down, and they're gonna help you beef up your hill, because you know that one big fight at the end when they're gonna push for that hill's coming. So if you can venture out, you know, get a little hard, get more reinforcements to come, that battle at the end will be more manageable. If you don't go out and get reinforcements, man, you're holding off about fucking 400 Viet Cong. You know what I mean? That'd be sick.
Yep.
So, do that.
So maybe we'll touch on this again when they actually give us a trailer.
Yeah. Like, subscribe. If you don't, they're gonna keep making Infinity Warfares.
Well, that's just gonna happen either way.
Yeah, okay, so like, subscribe either way.